What up? Mondays are for motivation. You already know this. And today's video, I want to talk about why it's okay to actually acknowledge when your life is not going right. And I know, especially with videos like this, we always talk about motivation and, don't quit or ignore the obstacles, work through them, things of that nature. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. As a human, I'm going to say it's okay to acknowledge that shit is fucked up right now. That's something I find myself doing. And we're gonna talk about it. So you already know what to do. Come pull up a chair. You're already watching the video. You might as well just keep it running. And if you're new here, what's up? My name is Serge. Talk about motivation, dating, life, and relationships as well, and self-improvement. So if you are new here, do yourself a favor and hit the subscribe button. But without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about it. So this is more of like a rant. This isn't necessarily like a video. I am going to provide some solutions to an extent towards the end of the video, so stick around for that. And the only reason why I'm making this video is because there are a number of things all of us can agree on that, that would indicate that life kind of sucks right now. For me, I think it's a bit more personal. I don't find myself affected by the election results or, and that's regardless of who's going to be in office. Truthfully, my stance on it like that is, no matter who's in office, they're not going to change your life. You have to do that yourself. But in this case, my grievances today fall in line more so with the industry that I'm in. So a lot of you have been watching my videos for a while now. You guys know this is not my profession. I don't do this full time, although I would like to eventually. Primarily, my bread and butter is modeling, acting, and I do like UGC work and content creation, stuff like that. I also do life coaching as well, but I only take on a select amount of clients because, to be honest, I don't feel like listening to all of your problems because I have my own. All that considered, the industry that I'm in it's a pretty fickle one, right? Like I do a lot of commercial modeling, commercial acting as well, and do some e-com, some fashion stuff here and there, but my main bread and butter is going to be commercial work. And the thing about this industry is you could be someone like me who's worked with over 50 brands. I've been doing this for like at least 6+ years, nearly a decade in this game. And you still find yourself in situations where you don't have that much leverage. And this isn't my main argument or anything like that. I'm not, also in addition to that, I'm not really saying all of this because I'm not grateful. I'm very grateful for the position I have in life. I'm very grateful for the things that I get to do. But obviously, I think much like everyone else in this world, this shit ain't enough, bruh. I want more money. And with that, obviously you have to work with people. And my biggest issue that I've been having lately is just contract trouble with some of these agencies and some agents. Case in point, there was an agency I was supposed to sign to that I don't think I'll be signing to anymore. That's neither here nor there, which is kind of a bummer because it was a nice looking contract. The only thing that went south was that I asked for a couple of concessions, requested a couple things to be changed up, and therefore it kind of put a sour taste in their mouth. But listen, if me wanting more for myself means that I miss out on opportunities that probably were gonna fuck me over anyway, it is what it is, But I gotta be honest, it definitely has put me in a funk for like the last couple of days. Not like I'm on some victim shit, like, oh, woe is me. I'll never think I'm a victim, but I'll definitely be pissed off when things don't go my way. That's for sure. But what am I saying all of this for? Gentlemen, there's a lot of instances in our life where people that we look up to or people that we try to get advice from will give us what I like to call the toxic advice, which is, don't feel your feelings, ignore your emotions, they don't exist. In fact, there was a post that I saw not too long ago where some gentleman made a post on Facebook. He was like, the only emotion men should ever feel is anger. Bro, what? Listen, I understand being angry and being frustrated is definitely fuel. It could definitely fuel you to go ahead and pursue the things that you want and really try to get after your goals. But brother, if you live a life where you feel nothing but anger all the time, I don't know what to tell you. What kind of life is that? Like, bro, go to therapy, man. Like, I don't even offer therapy, but if that's you, like, you have anger issues, you can never not be angry, or you can never like feel anything other than anger, dog, you need to go see a therapist. I'm not even gonna kid you on that one. But it's perfectly natural to feel some emotions. It's perfectly natural to be frustrated, perfectly natural to be sad, be upset. You know, like, yo, I lost 2 brothers in a span of a decade. You don't think I dropped tears? Like, bro, what do you think? I'm a fucking robot? But anyway, what's not okay is when you turn that feeling or that emotion into a victim mindset. Also, apologies if my camera's all screwy. I'm just holding it, however. The problem arises when you continue to ruminate in that emotion and in that feeling. And what happens from that point is that you don't give yourself the ability to find an option, to find another way out, which leads me to my solutions. So, you're probably asking, well, Serge, I don't really give a fuck if you're not a signed model or, you know, if you're bouncing between agencies. I don't really care, but I definitely do feel how you feel sometimes when things don't go your way. What are you doing about it? So, here's the things that I'm doing about it. First things first, I give myself, and this is just across the board for anything, I give myself about 24 to, 36 hours to essentially bitch about shit. And I don't mean bitch about things like in public where like I'm posting my grievances. Sorry, I'm walking alone in the woods, you know, brown man in the woods, that ain't a good sign. But you know, like I'm not saying, you know, I'm writing posts or I'm crashing out for the next 24 to 36 hours, but for that time frame, so long as I've gotten everything that I've needed to do out of the way, you want to feel like shit for the rest of the day? Feel like shit for the rest of the day. That's fine. You want to wake up in the morning, feel like shit as well? That's fine. You could feel how you feel. But at some point, you got to figure out, all right, I need to change this situation, so I need to take action steps. Which leads me to my second thing. Sorry, this hill got me out of breath right now, deadass. Look at this shit. I mean, it's not that steep, but but I've been walking for a minute. Anyway, so the second thing that I've been doing, or you know, that I just do whenever I face challenges, is come up with action steps. Like, all right, if I got myself into this situation, I'm pretty sure I can get myself out of the situation. So in this particular situation for me, what am I doing? Well, continuing to expand my network. I'm asking other models that I know if their agency is looking for someone with my phenotype, reaching out to other agencies, reaching out to other acting agencies, looking for my own work. Whatever it takes for me to keep the ball rolling is what I'm gonna do. And the same should go for you. At some point, you have to figure, all right, I really need a solution. Like, I can't just sit here and continue to let life beat the shit out of me day in, day out. At some point, things have to change, but they're not gonna change without me doing anything. You know, my parents, Christian, well, Catholic turned Christian, and my mom has always been the most hardcore about this kind of shit. And you know, it's funny because, you know, my mom, I believe she's a smart woman. Definitely has her flubs here and there, but I think she's brilliant. Speaks 4 languages. Has been all over the globe. She also used to model back in the day. So she's got all these qualities. She's got all this propensity to, you know, change her life. Same with my father. Father's a mechanical engineer, lives in California. So with my mom, though, what I find most perplexing is that she adheres to that victim mindset all the time. And I'm using her as an example here because one thing she loves to do, instead of coming up with a solution, is pray about it. And listen, one can make the argument that prayer is good because it can help you find a solution. But my point I'm trying to make here is, listen, you can pray to whatever God you like. You can make all sorts of concessions, all sorts of wishes, but unless you're gonna put your fucking 10 toes on the ground and start moving and start putting in work to position yourself to change, nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna change. Do I like the idea of sending out nearly 100 submissions, sending out nearly 100 emails, making phone calls, stopping by offices, going to fucking open casting networks? You know, do I feel like doing all of this shit? No, but if I want to stay alive, then I gotta keep grinding, right? Same shit with YouTube. Do I always feel like making a video? No, but I can't expect YouTube to just blow up off of what I already have. I have to keep making content. So I gotta keep showing up. And I'm gonna keep showing up, and as long as you keep showing up, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. But no, seriously guys, you know, regardless of who's in office, just like I said earlier, we still have to make the changes in our own life. And that comes from our hands and our feet. I'd show my feet, but obviously I don't have the angle for that. Consider the things you can change in your life. Consider the action steps you can make, and then forget the rest. Forget the rest. You know, because honestly, going back to my own example, like, yeah, I might send out 100 submissions. Does that guarantee anything? No, but I do know that if I don't do it, I can guarantee that I'm gonna be stuck, and I don't wanna be stuck. So I gotta do what I gotta do. And you should have the same mindset as well. Life definitely does suck, you know? There's no way out of it. I mean, there is a way out of it. We're all gonna go at some point, but there's no way around the challenges that we'll face in life, regardless of how much money we have, how cool our friends are, how big our network is, how many chicks we smash out. It's not gonna change anything. You know, we're all still gonna have problems. We're still gonna have our challenges. We're still gonna have obstacles, but it's up to us to be able to make the decision, and not only make the decision, but also be concise with that decision and say, you know what, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna have an action plan. I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z every 3 days, every day, every month, every week, whatever the case may be. Whatever it takes for you to get there, you have to be willing to do it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Thanks for listening to me rant. Let me know in the comments what you're working on, what kind of challenges you're working to get over as well. If you want a clarity call, I do offer clarity calls at a complimentary 45 minutes a piece. If that's something you think might be valuable for you and your situation, feel free and book it with me. Let's go ahead and get a clarity call and get you on a better road. Other than that, guys, take a look at the links in the description. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Share the video with the home if you find it valuable. Like it if you like it, dislike it if you don't, comment or not. I don't give a fuck. I do give a fuck, but I don't give a fuck. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.